slow journalism, i.e. journalists given time to do what they do best, get to grips with the story. We invest in them to go to places and really kind of spend time with the story, get to know the people and so on, is a breath of fresh air. There is a need, there is a desire at the moment to have something that is slower and that is more nourishing than the news that we get through digital media. So the news we get through digital media comes through to our smartphones. It's updated constantly in real time. There's a huge white noise of it coming towards us at any one time. And by its very definition, because it has to be the very first of stories, you're constantly getting first reactions, like the first approximation of the truth, which is often not actually the truth. So what we are selling, as you say, we're last to breaking news, that's our slogan. What we're selling and what people seem to be responding to is something which goes the opposite direction. It says, we're not going to do anything on this story for 3 months, but then we'll look back at it after 3 months and we'll see how the story has continued, how it's unfolded. We look at our magazine as halfway between, it's either a very, very slow magazine or a very fast history book. It's kind of a thing that you collect, you bring together, and you have this history of the world. Let's think about what happens with fast journalism. What happens with fast journalism is somebody gets parachuted into a place, has kind of almost no time to work out what's going on or to speak to experts. In many cases, is standing in front of a camera, telling you what they can see around you, around them, rather than what's kind of actually what the genuine story is. It's under-resourced. It's constantly chasing the next deadline. So actually, in that context, slow journalism, i.e. journalists given time to do what they do best, get to grips with the story. We invest in them to go to places and really kind of spend time with the story, get to know the people and so on, is a breath of fresh air. It's a very different approach. Infographics are fantastic for 2 points of two reasons. Firstly, because they are beautiful. So actually, we'll publish a 10-page story about something very serious and upsetting, and when you come to the end of it, you feel emotionally exhausted and you don't want to turn the page and launch into another 10-page, like emotionally distressing story. You want something fun and funny. So we use them to break up bigger stories, but they're also an amazing way to condense large amounts of data into small spaces, into a style that is understandable and where the story really shines through.